In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NFL games happening on November 10, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NFL games after fully watching this video. One thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. New York Giants versus Carolina Panthers. The NFL season continues with Week 10 bringing some international excitement as 2 struggling National Football Conference teams face off in Munich, Germany, a city known for its love of beer and bratwurst. This overseas matchup features the New York Giants, who will be the visiting team, as they go up against the Carolina Panthers at Allianz Arena. The game is set to kick off on Sunday morning Eastern Time, giving East Coast fans an early start to their NFL Sunday. The Giants are entering this matchup after a close 27-22 loss at home to the Washington Commanders, where they failed to cover the 4-point spread as underdogs. On the other hand, the Panthers head into the game with some momentum after a narrow 23-22 victory over the New Orleans Saints at home, pulling off an upset as 7-point underdogs. In their all-time regular season history, these 2 teams have split their 12 meetings evenly with 6 wins each, though the Giants have won the last 2 matchups. The most recent encounter took place on September 18, 2022, when the Giants won 19-16 at home. As part of the NFL's continued efforts to grow its international fan base, Week 10 will feature a game in a new European location. After games in both Brazil and the United Kingdom earlier this season, the league is now bringing the action to Germany. German fans will be treated to a showdown between 2 2-7 teams, the Giants and the Panthers, both of whom are looking to turn around disappointing seasons. Carolina heads into this contest after securing their 2nd win of the season with an upset victory over the Saints, a result that led to the firing of New Orleans head coach Dennis Allen. The Panthers will have a slightly different look on offense in this game, as they traded away wide receiver Jonathan Mingo. Meanwhile, rookie running back Jonathan Brooks is expected to make his NFL debut after recovering from an ACL tear sustained in college. The former University of Texas standout will now join Chuba Hubbard in the Carolina backfield. The quarterback situation in New York continues to be a topic of intense discussion as the Giants struggle through a 4-game losing streak, with Daniel Jones' position as the starting quarterback coming under scrutiny. Despite their 2-7 record, the Giants have some promising young talent on offense, including playmakers like Tyrone Tracy, Malik Neighbors, and Wan'Dale Robinson. These emerging stars will be key in Week 10 as they face a porous Carolina defense. The Panthers' defense has been one of the worst in the league, allowing more than 32 points per game, the highest average in the NFL. Their secondary has been vulnerable, giving up the 8th most passing yards per game, while their defensive line is allowing nearly 160 rushing yards per game, ranking last in the league. This defensive weakness makes it likely that Tracy could have a big day running the ball, making the New York Giants to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In this game, we're looking at 2 of the league's lowest scoring offenses, both of which have struggled to put points on the board this season. The Giants have played under the total in 6 of their 9 games, including a 2-2 record in road games. They managed to go over the total in a 29-20 win over the Seahawks on October 6-10 and a 26-18 loss to the Steelers on October 28, a game that featured 19 points in the 4th quarter alone. Carolina, in contrast, has gone over the total in 7 of their 9 games, though much of that scoring has come from their opponents rather than their own offense. The Panthers have tallied just 59 points in their 2 wins, compared to a combined 88 points across their 7 losses. They went over the number in 3 of their 4 home games, falling short of the total only in their loss to the Chargers, but going over in losses to the Bengals and Falcons, as well as their recent win over the Saints. Despite these trends, the limited offensive capabilities on both sides suggest that this could be a low-scoring affair. Given the overall lack of firepower, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Pittsburgh Steelers versus Washington Commanders. Engaged in a critical showdown with major postseason implications, the Pittsburgh Steelers and Washington Commanders will square off in Washington, D.C. this Sunday. The Steelers, carrying a record of 6-2 both straight up and against the spread, enter the game well rested after a bye week. Prior to the break, they extended their win streak to 3 games with a 26-18 victory over the New York Giants. Meanwhile, the Commanders, boasting a 7-2 straight-up record and an impressive 7-1 against the spread, are also coming off a win against the Giants, securing a 27-22 road victory just last weekend. This game showcases 2 of the league's biggest surprise teams this season. The Steelers began the season with an expected win total of 8.5, and they are already close to meeting that projection. Washington, on the other hand, has exceeded expectations. Their projected win total was 6.5, but they have already reached 7 wins. Much of Washington's success is attributed to rookie quarterback Jaden Daniels, who has not only emerged as the frontrunner for NFL Rookie of the Year, but is also in contention for the NFL MVP title, with odds of plus 1,000 on Caesars Sportsbook. Daniels has been instrumental in transforming Washington's offense, now ranked first in the league in expected points added. His dynamic play has revitalized the team's overall strategy. However, Daniels will face one of his toughest challenges yet in Pittsburgh, which boasts one of the league's strongest defenses. Pittsburgh's defense is ranked 6th in the NFL in defensive expected points added and allows just 15 points per game, the second lowest in the league. The Steelers have been particularly effective against the run, holding opponents to just 90.5 rushing yards per game, ranking 4th in the NFL in that category. This could be a crucial factor against a Commanders team that heavily relies on their rushing offense, which averages 163.9 yards per game, 3rd best in the league. On the offensive side for Pittsburgh, quarterback Russell Wilson has performed admirably since taking over as the starter in Week 7, contributing to the Steelers' ranking of 5th in offensive expected points added with Wilson under center. This Sunday, he will face a Washington defense that has improved over the last 3 weeks, though their recent opponents, the Giants, Bears, and Panthers, all rank in the lower half of the league in scoring. While Washington's recent success is noteworthy, their only victory over a team with a winning record was against the Arizona Cardinals. This has led some to question the Commanders' ability to perform against top-tier competition. Additionally, historical trends are not in Washington's favor, as head coach Dan Quinn holds a career record of 25-35 against the spread when favored. In contrast, Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin has proven far more reliable in this situation, with a 61-35-4 against the spread record, and Russell Wilson boasts a 40-23-2 against the spread record as an underdog. Notably, the Steelers are coming off a bye, a scenario in which Tomlin's teams have traditionally excelled, amassing a 13-4 record and winning 7 consecutive post-bye games. Given these factors, the Pittsburgh Steelers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. In terms of the game total, the Steelers have tended to play in lower-scoring games, with 3 of their last 4 outings falling under the total. The recent addition of Smith to the roster will further enhance their pass rush and add pressure to the Commanders' offense on Sunday. However, Pittsburgh's defense will primarily rely on the performances of standout linebackers T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith, both of whom have the speed and skill to limit Daniels' mobility and prevent significant rushing gains. With the Steelers ranked 2nd in the league in scoring defense, time of possession may become a crucial factor for Washington. The Commanders have struggled against the run this season, ranking 31st, which plays right into the hands of Tomlin's run-oriented game plan. Expect the Steelers to employ a clock control strategy, using a ground-heavy approach to dominate possession. Based on these factors, the game is likely to remain low-scoring, making under the projected total as our full game total pick. Atlanta Falcons versus New Orleans Saints. The Atlanta Falcons head out on the road to face the New Orleans Saints in a pivotal National Football Conference South matchup scheduled for Sunday, November 10th. Atlanta comes into this game with an overall record of 6-3 this season. The Falcons have been on a hot streak, winning 5 of their last 6 games as they prepare for another showdown with the Saints. Earlier this season, Atlanta narrowly edged out New Orleans in a 2-point victory. In stark contrast, New Orleans holds a disappointing 2-7 record, having lost 7 consecutive games. Following a recent loss to the Carolina Panthers, the Saints dismissed head coach Dennis Allen, making this game the first under the guidance of an interim coach. The New Orleans Saints are not only aiming to break their 7-game losing streak, but also hoping to secure a win in their first game with a new interim head coach. The Saints started the season with promise, winning their first 2 games and showing impressive offensive firepower, sparking some early Super Bowl conversations. However, fortunes shifted quickly. After suffering 7 consecutive losses, including a recent 23-22 defeat to the struggling Carolina Panthers, head coach Dennis Allen was let go. Adding to their troubles, star receiver Chris Olave Olave sustained a concussion last week and is questionable for Sunday. Defensive setbacks include cornerback Kool-Aid McKinstry, who is also questionable, and the recent trade of Marshawn Lattimore before the trade deadline. On the other hand, the Atlanta Falcons are at the top of the National Football Conference South standings with a 6-3 record, looking like strong contenders for the division title. They have been perfect within the division, boasting a 4-0 record, including a 26-24 win over New Orleans in Week 4, followed by victories over Tampa Bay and Carolina. Atlanta is also 6-1 within the National Football Conference, further solidified by their recent 27-21 win over the Dallas Cowboys, a game that was more one-sided than the final score reflected. While the Falcons' top receiver, Drake London, is questionable due to a hip injury, new quarterback Kirk Cousins has been on a tear, demonstrating his ability to utilize a variety of offensive weapons. The Saints' defense, ranked 27th in pass defense and among the worst in stopping the run with the third most rushing touchdowns allowed, could face major challenges against Cousins and the versatile Falcons offense. While a new head coach might provide a temporary boost for the Saints, sparking some initial energy and motivation, it's hard to envision them overcoming the Falcons on Sunday. Atlanta has been building momentum and stands just a few steps away from clinching the division, with a win here pushing them even closer. Kirk Cousins has breathed life into the Falcons offense, showing balance alongside standout rookie running back Bijan Robinson. In contrast, the Saints continue to struggle offensively under quarterback Derek Carr, who faltered in closing out their recent game against Carolina, contributing to yet another Saints defeat. Currently, the Saints appear to be in complete disarray, having lost 7 straight games and failing to cover the spread in 6 of those contests. Their recent loss to the Panthers led to the firing of their head coach, and their play has lacked consistency and discipline. The Falcons, on the other hand, have shown growth and resilience, with an improving offense and a defense that has been able to deliver in crucial moments. They have covered the spread in 4 of their last 5 games, making them the more reliable team in this matchup. It's difficult to justify betting on the Saints in this situation, and so the Atlanta Falcons to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Offense is likely to take center stage in this contest, as the Saints have struggled to contain opposing passing attacks. With Kirk Cousins finding his rhythm, he'll likely be throwing the ball across the field on Sunday. The trend has also favored high-scoring games. The over has hit in 3 out of 4 of New Orleans' home games this season, as well as in 3 out of 4 games where the Falcons' total was set at 46 points or fewer. With 2 divisional rivals going head-to-head, this could be a high-scoring affair. Thus, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.